The May 2022 condo market numbers are in, and you may or may not like what you're gonna see. Hey, I'm Sep Niakan, founder of Blackbook Properties and Condo Blackbook.com, and we're the only guide you need to know the Miami and South Florida real estate market like an insider. If you're watching the real estate markets and seeing all of these headlines about bear territory and crash zones, I want to give you some of our latest market updates for the Miami Luxury Condo Market. What we saw for the first quarter of the year and what we're still seeing looking at April and May data is that Miami is not playing by the same rules as the rest of the markets around the country. At least not yet. Let me explain and show you our data. But first, please subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of the amazing content we're putting out every week. If you follow our channel or happen to see our first quarter luxury condo market report, you know that in the first quarter, Miami broke all kinds of records in terms of sales, prices, and low inventory. And to define what we mean by luxury condo, we track sales of condos at $1 million and above for all of the key Miami coastal neighborhoods. If you haven't seen that video, check it out below. Miami is really a market all its own. It's historically behaved in unique ways, often bucking the national trends in both good and bad ways. And for now, it seems Miami is behaving very well. In May, we saw almost no signs of the luxury condo market slowing for all of Miami and the Miami beaches. In short, the sales trend line continued to be positive. Overall inventory dropped to 6 months, down from 7 months in March and April. That's the lowest we've ever seen in more than 7 years we've been reporting. And overall days on market also dropped in most neighborhoods. You're probably asking, how is this possible? How is it possible that with interest rates up so much, the headlines talking about Armageddon in real estate, the stock market taking a beating, how is it that the Miami real estate market keeps churning? Imagine there are 5 buyers who want to buy a property. 2 are cash, 2 are financed. That doesn't add up to 5, does it? Gotcha. You're not paying attention. 2 are cash, 3 are financed. Now, interest rates go up and it knocks 1 or 2 out those financed buyers out of the picture. You still have 3 or 4 buyers for that condo and 2 of them are cash. That's just one example. There are a ton of other reasons why the market has stayed strong so far. Keep watching and I promise I'll get to it. So let's break down the data a little bit. Sales. In terms of overall sales, luxury condo sales dropped slightly from April to May, but we're talking about 261 total sales in April versus 256 sales in May. A very, very minor drop. Inventory and days on market, let's talk about that. Both inventory and days on market have also dropped to the lowest we've seen really in forever. As we mentioned, inventory is down to just 6 months. We're still in a very strong seller's market, and this is the lowest inventory of luxury condos Miami has ever seen. Look at the graph. That's pretty, well, first of all, it's a really pretty graph, isn't it? Makes me want to slide down. Anyway, just in case you aren't aware what months of inventory means, it means that based on current sales momentum, it would take, in this case, 6 months for all the properties available on the market today to sell. A balanced market in Miami for luxury condos is around 9 to 12 months, and we are at only 6 months of inventory. And let's talk about now how long it's taking condos to sell. Luxury condos that sold in May spent only 49 days on the market, down from 60 days in April and 83 days in March. What do these terms mean exactly? Days on market, months of inventory, all that stuff. What does it mean ultimately to you? In very simple terms, it means that the buyer demand is still very strong, there's very little inventory to choose from, and condos that are available are selling even faster than a few months ago. What does that mean for prices? It means prices are going to be stable to up. This is the complete opposite to what many other major markets are seeing, and minor markets. Mortgage rates have risen around 3% since the beginning of the year, essentially taking out a chunk of people from the market. Stocks and crypto have also done quite poorly since the beginning of the year. Intuitively, you'd expect to see a slowdown in demand for Miami condos, and yet there just isn't a slowdown, or at least not enough to make an impact on the sales momentum here for the luxury markets. The question is why? Why is there a slowdown nationally but not in Miami? First of all, there's not a slowdown nationally. There's a slowdown in a lot of regions and cities, but not all regions and cities. Miami's not alone. There's other cities that are doing very well. But the answer to me is simple. First of all, we're in one of the biggest cash markets in the US, with more than half of our condo deals happening in cash, which those people are not directly impacted by the interest rate increases, right? Second, rising interest rates don't change the reason why people are moving to Miami. Interest rates go up 1 or 2%. If someone wants to move to Miami, they still want to move to Miami because we have great lifestyle, great weather. The new work from home environment gives people the flexibility on where they can get to live. In Miami's case, you have no state or municipal income taxes, and it's a very business-friendly state and city. In fact, when markets are getting hit, the wealthy look to save every dollar they can, and making Miami their home automatically increases their bottom line due to the zero income tax environment we have here. Interestingly enough, the greater downtown Miami seems to be doing even better than before and outpacing Miami Beach. Let's take a quick look. The winners in terms of increased sales from April to May are South Beach, Edgewater, and Brickell. While Miami Beach as a whole dipped just a little bit, frankly, I think sales in older buildings are taking a hit due to the Surfside tragedy, and also some buildings are getting bought out with the idea of knocking them down and building fresh new ultra-luxury condos in their place. Those buyouts don't show up in the MLS and don't show up in the stats. The days on market stats on the neighborhood basis shows that only 2 areas may be slowing a little bit. Mid Beach and North Beach, which of course are where a lot of the older condos are. And Sunny Isles had marginal increases in days on market compared to condos sold in April. And getting to the mainland, all of the core Miami neighborhoods spent less days on the market before they were sold, including Coconut Grove and Coral Gables. There's one last thing I want to mention here. All of these stats, they're only for condos that are listed on the MLS. They don't reflect sales of pre-construction condos, which, as most of us here in Miami know, we are in a pre-construction development boom. So when inventory of existing properties is tight, what we see are new developments being launched. There's about 50, yes, 50 new condo developments going on in the Miami area, Miami and Miami Beaches area right now. And we know they're selling because we have buyers purchasing on the daily. You're probably thinking, 50? Here we go again with overbuilding. But you would be surprised that most of those are already sold out. And the ones that remain are quite different and serve different niche needs in the market. And what's different than other cycles here in Miami is that most people that have bought the resales, the pre-construction, the whole bit, are end users. They expect to use it as a primary home, second home, or a lifestyle type purchase, which really is basically an alternate form of second home purchase where they buy a condo to use it when they can and they Airbnb it when they're not in town. That's a chunk of the new product that they've been launching here that really didn't exist historically in Miami, and now people have options in the pre-construction realm. Combined with the May sales data and our boots on the ground knowledge of the pre-construction market, we just aren't seeing a slowdown for the luxury real estate market in Miami. So when will the market slow down? I mean, it has to slow down, right? Sure, all markets come in cycles. There has to be a slowdown. Things can't go straight up forever. So we're gonna keep a pulse on what's going on in the market, and we'll be reporting it right here on our channel. In the meantime, keep watching our market reports, subscribe to Blackbook Properties, and check out our blogs at condoblackbook.com. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.